This is day 11 of the cut, losing 15 kilos or 33 pounds, and we are 4.5 kilos or about 9 pounds in. Let's get it. 84 kilos. This morning we're kickstarting things off with cod liver oil and half a liter of water, and then we're gonna have some food in a bit, and then a couple hours later go to the gym. Stay tuned, lads. Alright. Finally gonna have meal one, and that meal one is a sirloin steak, medium well, otherwise what's wrong with you, and then some sweet potato fries, and that's it for meal one. The calories we're having today in total, aiming for 2,300 because we dropped it from 24 a couple days ago, and the breakdown of that you're gonna find here in MyFitnessPal. Obviously proteins, carbs, fats, etc. And then wait an hour or two, do some errands, edit some videos, and then head to the gym and do back today because we did chest yesterday, so we're gonna do back, even though chest wasn't great yesterday. But anyway, we're gonna do back, and then as always take you with me and see how we do that. Catch you later. Okay, finally on the way to the gym. It is about 5 o'clock almost, and we're 15 minutes out of the gym. We're going to train back today. We're going to start with some warm-ups and then warm up a little bit further with pull-ups. We're not going to do weighted pull-ups for the foreseeable future, or at least that's how I feel now. And then we're going to do some rows, the lat focused rows, and then the upper back focused rows, and then some more deep connection lat rows. So 3 variations of rows. And then we're also going to do rack pulls, not too heavy, again, back injury and that. So rack pulls and then the variations of rows. That should be enough to build a thick back. We're gonna do biceps. We're gonna do biceps. We're gonna do some curls. It depends who's there, if I'm training with someone or not. If I'm on my own, probably I'm gonna do 21s and then some hammer curls, or we're gonna do 16s and then some hammer curls. We'll see how we feel, you know. And then if we have some time left, we'll do some abs, throw some abs in there, and then finish it off with some cardio. Today we're gonna do 10 to 15 minutes of cardio, and I know I say this all the time and not always do cardio because of extenuating circumstances, but today we should have plenty of time. Then we're gonna do 30 minutes walk after we go home and eat and have a treat so I don't deplete. Let's talk about the importance of sticking to your calories on a cut so that you progressively go lower to help your body adapt, not go into survival mode, make it difficult to let go of the fat, hit plateaus sooner rather than later, because you want to delay hitting plateaus as much as you can so that you can lose the fat as efficiently and as quickly as possible. Not to say that you have to lose fat very quickly, because that's also not great, but you want to do it the maximum healthy possible way, right? So start with the highest calories possible to lose the most amount of fat, right? Because you don't want to end up on 1,000 calories by the end of your cut, because way too low. And then I'm talking about this as a man. Okay, women is a bit different. Not to say that 1,000 calories is good for them, but still, there's a difference in calories, men and women, caloric expenditure. You have to stick to that. For example, myself right now, I'm on 2,300 calories. Some people like to do aggressive cuts, and that's up to them. I don't like to. So I like to taper it down slowly to not feel the effect much. So start at 2,400, then go to 2,300, and then every few weeks, depending on how much we lose, we taper it down further and further by 100 times, like 100 calories a week, maybe a bit more as the time goes on, but you know, or stay on the same calories if everything's okay. It depends. So you have to kind of feel it out. What makes a cut successful? Let's talk about that topic, right? A successful cut, obviously, if you lose the weight that you intend to lose by holding on to as much muscle as possible and not losing any muscle in the process, basically. And how do you do that? It is by having, obviously, high protein, not too high. It's 1 gram per pound-ish of the body weight that you want to achieve. So, for example, I am now 84 kilos, and I want to get to like 73. 73 in pounds is like 160, and that's the amount of protein that I should be getting. Some people like to be a bit higher. I like to save the calories for the carbs or the fats. Again, this is my philosophy. All right. This is what works for me, what works for a lot of people that I coach. Exactly. Sticking to your calories, hitting your cardio day in, day out, and tapering. I love tapering. I like taper fade. I like just everything taper is lovely. You know what I mean? So start with whatever calories your coach has put you on. Let's say it's 2,500 calories for argument's sake.
and then you have that same calories, 2,500, for example, 160 grams of protein, 100 grams of fat, the rest of the carbs, and then you stick to that for a whole week. See how your body fluctuates. If you've never stepped foot in the gym and staying on that, the scale might not move much, but you would lose fat visibly through the mirror and then gain some muscle at the same time. This is only possible for beginners. But if you've been in the gym for a long time, unless you're on some stuff, then no. So what you got to do is what? Stick to the calories. Find out what level you're on. So if you're losing weight, great. If you're gaining weight, that means the calories are a bit too high. And then if you are a man weighing, like say 80 kilos and you're taking 2,500 calories and you're gaining weight, that might be a problem because that means you're not moving much, which is not great. The more you move, the more your maintenance calories would be. So let's say I go to the gym 6 days a week, and normally, let's say my normal calories maintenance is 2,300 calories. But if I go to the gym 6 days a week, now my maintenance is like 26, maybe 2,700. And then that means if I have 2,700, my body weight doesn't fluctuate up or down. Now, once you figure that out the first week or two, okay, I'm losing a kilo a week now on 2,500 calories, great, keep it the same. If you see it slow down a little bit, you can drop it another 100 to 200 calories, depending how bad it's slowing down. I like to just do, once I see a little bit of a change, I just drop it 100 calories and then keep going. Once I reach about 2,200, 2,100, maybe 2,000, depending on how I feel, then I'll start increasing the cardio. So cardio, for example, now Stairmaster, 10 minutes a day after each workout. Stairmaster is kind of double equivalent of what you get with the other equipment because of the effort you have to put into, obviously, do the steps or climb the stairs, if you will. So 10 minutes after each workout, and then half an hour walk a day. We'll try to hit that. And then I'll increase that by maybe, so instead of 10 minutes, I'll do 15 minutes on the Stairmaster. Instead of 30-minute walk, I'll do like 40 to 45 minutes. And then stick with that for as long as we can to still hit the kilo a week weight loss, or 2 pounds. And then you stick to that, see how it goes. Because you're trying to eat as much as possible to make it as easy as possible for you to not be that hungry throughout the day and not spend that much time exercising, because you try to be efficient on time, be efficient in your calories to make this obviously as easy process as possible to follow. That's it really, calories in, calories out, tapering, and then check the mirror for progress. And the scale, obviously the numbers help with keeping track. So that's it, almost at the gym. Lovely talk. Comment below any questions you have on this topic and then I'll try my best to answer them. See you in the gym. Quick side note, about to get out the car. Bruv, having no pre-workout is tough, I'm not gonna lie. I'm adjusting, still going to the gym, still giving it my all, but I'm tired. I am tired, bruv. Having no pre-workout, it's not helping that. It helps you get more energy. We're soldiers. We keep it pushing, man. Thought I'd tell you. You deserve to know. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are warming up the rotator cuffs here, which also double as warming up the shoulders and priming them for the back day that's to come. And we did 2 sets of this before we started doing 3 sets of pull-ups, which you'll see here. I did 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, which is also kind of a warm-up because I'm not doing weighted. Then we moved on to the low rows, where we did 3 sets of 3 plates. So this is a working set, and I did 3 sets of this to get some nice volume going, to get that nice thick back. And as you can see here, the last rep of that last set was just completely to failure. And then moving on to the normal rows, where we targeted the upper back using this grip. And we also did 3 sets of this. With the first 2 sets, you try to go 1 to 2 reps before failure, and then the final set, you go to failure. Then moved on to some rack pulls, warmed up a little bit with just a 20 on each side. And then we went to 80 kilos, where we did 2 sets of the 80 and 1 set of the 20 on each side. We then moved on to the lat pull down, where we had 40 on each side, and we also did 3 sets of this. Then we moved on to hammer curls with 20s, doing 3 sets of this as well. And then finally we did 21s, which you'll see right there you go. Now there you go, we did 21s, 3 sets of that to just get that bicep completely to failure. And there's nothing like 21s, honestly. I've been doing them for years and they prove to work. And we are home again. Beautiful.
we're having a pizza with a lot of chicken breast and some sauce and some extra mozzarella sauce. Mozzarella sauce and some extra mozzarella cheese. This pizza has over 100 grams of protein. Can you believe it? I can, because I counted it. Phenomenal. And I'm gonna eat it. Okay, after this, we're gonna go for half an hour walk, because we did our cardio today. Good workout. As you saw, we had a great workout. So after this, half an hour walk, call it a day. Do this all over again tomorrow. Great progress so far. Loving it. And as always, my fitness pal will be here with a breakdown of the calories, fats, proteins, and carbs, so that you may learn something from it. See you tomorrow.